Right now, while you're watching this, AI systems are quietly analyzing your spending patterns, optimizing investment portfolios, and making financial decisions that traditional banks could never match. The people who figured this out aren't just getting better returns. They're operating in a completely different financial reality. And most people have no idea this shift has already happened. This isn't about some distant future where robots handle money. This is about today, this month, right now, where AI-powered banking platforms are creating a two-tier financial system. On one side, you have people still using traditional banks, waiting in lines, dealing with human error, accepting mediocre returns. On the other side, you have people who've discovered AI banks, and they're building wealth faster than should be possible. The gap between these two groups isn't just growing, it's accelerating exponentially. And here's what nobody's talking about. Once you understand how AI banking actually works, you can never go back to the old way. It's like trying to use a flip phone after experiencing a smartphone. Most people think AI banking means chatbots answering customer service questions or apps that round up your purchases. That's not AI banking, that's digital theater. Real AI banking is invisible, operating at speeds and complexities that human brains simply cannot process. Dr. Cyrus Nexus, one of the leading researchers in financial AI systems, explained something to me that completely changed how I see money. He said, while humans make financial decisions based on emotions, past experiences, and limited data points, AI systems process thousands of variables simultaneously. Market sentiment, global economic indicators, your personal spending, DNA, regulatory changes, even weather patterns that might affect crop prices. His silver eyes seemed to process this information in real time as he spoke. That unsettling certainty that comes from seeing patterns invisible to the rest of us. Traditional banks operate on what Dr. Nexus calls historical averages. They look at what happened before and assume it will happen again. Your savings account earning 0. 1% interest? That's historical averaging. Your investment advisor suggesting a diversified portfolio that mirrors last decade's performance? Historical averaging. But AI banks don't care about historical averages. They care about predictive advantages. They're analyzing millions of data points every second, identifying opportunities and risks that haven't even materialized yet. While your traditional bank is still processing yesterday's transactions, AI systems have already optimized your portfolio for next week's market conditions. Here's what's actually happening behind the scenes. AI banking platforms like Betterment, Wealthfront, and newer players like SoFi are using machine learning as algorithms to continuously rebalance portfolios, tax loss harvest, and optimize for factors that human advisors miss entirely. But it goes deeper than that. These systems learn your specific financial behavior patterns, when you typically overspend, which types of purchases you regret, how market volatility affects your decision-making. Then they create personalized guardrails and opportunities. Maya Chen discovered this accidentally. She's not a tech person, just someone who was tired of her traditional bank's fees and slow processes. She fidgets with her analog wristwatch whenever she talks about money, a nervous habit from years of financial anxiety. But when she switched to an AI-powered banking platform, something remarkable happened. The system noticed she had a pattern of emotional spending after stressful workdays. Usually small purchases that added up to hundreds of dollars monthly. Instead of judging or restricting her, I created a buffer system. It would automatically transfer small amounts to a separate account during her identified stress periods. So when the urge hit, she was spending from money already allocated for that purpose. It was like having a financial advisor who understood my psychology better than I did, Maya told me, but without the judgment or hourly fees. The data reveals something extraordinary. People using AI banking platforms aren't just saving more money. They're generating completely different financial outcomes. Traditional banking customers see average annual returns of 3 to 5%. AI banking users are seeing 8 to 12% returns, not through high-risk investments, but through optimization that human advisors simply cannot match. Tax optimization alone saves AI banking users an average of $2,400 annually. Automated rebalancing adds another 1 to 2% in returns. Predictive budgeting reduces wasteful spending by an average of 18%. But here's the real competitive advantage: compound effects. While traditional banking customers are making linear progress, AI banking users are experiencing exponential improvements because every optimization builds on the previous ones. The people who are winning aren't necessarily the ones with more money to start with. They're the ones who recognize that financial tools have fundamentally evolved. They understand that AI doesn't replace human judgment. It amplifies human intelligence. Maya Chen now uses AI insights to make better decisions about everything from mortgage refinancing to retirement planning. Dr. Nexus calls this cognitive augmentation, where AI handles the computational heavy lifting so humans can focus on strategy and values. The transformation isn't about becoming more robotic with money. It's about becoming more human. When AI handles optimization, rebalancing, and pattern recognition, you're free to think about bigger questions. What do you actually want your money to accomplish? What kind of life are you building? What legacy are you creating? Right now, while most people are still debating whether they trust AI with their finances, early adopters are building competitive advantages that will compound for decades. They're not just using different tools. They're operating with different capabilities. It's like the difference between calculating by hand and using a supercomputer. Both can solve math problems, but one opens up possibilities the other cannot even conceive. The future belongs to people who learn to dance with AI rather than compete against it. In financial services, that dance has already begun. The music is playing, the floor is open, and the people who join now will be leading when everyone else finally realizes the song has changed. You don't realize what's already happening, but it starts now.